Hey, what's up folks? This is Keith and you're watching Barber's Auto Help. Today I'm going to show you how to replace a serpentine belt on a GM 4.3 liter Vortec engine. Now this particular Vortec engine that you're looking at right here sits in an 06 Chevrolet Silverado, but the Vortec engine, the 4.3 liter Vortec engine, has been used by GM for a lot of years on a myriad of vehicles. The process should be similar for most, if not all of them. I'm not going to say that it's going to be exactly the same, but it should be at least similar. But please do verify that this information does apply to whatever you're working on there. Before you begin, be sure that the transmission is placed into park and that the engine is shut down. I would also advise applying the parking brake. It's also never a bad idea to disconnect the negative battery cable from the battery and isolate it from the battery. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. First, before you attempt to do this, I would highly advise you to draw a belt routing diagram, especially if yours is missing. There's not a belt diagram on this particular vehicle here. I'm not sure if it got removed or if it just wasn't equipped with one. But draw you a belt diagram. That way you know how the new belt is supposed to be routed. If you're dumb like I am, you'll probably forget how this thing was routed as soon as you get the belt off. So draw that and save yourself some hassle there. Now you'll need a 3/8 drive ratchet, such as what you see right here. The 3/8 drive part on the ratchet is actually going to go into the tensioner, and we're going to use the ratchet to take the tension off of the belt by rotating the tensioner counterclockwise. So go ahead and install the 3/8 drive portion of the ratchet in the tensioner like so, and you're going to turn the tensioner counterclockwise to release the tension off the belt. Once the tension is released off the belt, go ahead and slide the belt off the water pump, just like that. Let go of the tensioner slowly and easily, carefully, and remove your ratchet, and then remove your belt. Installation is reverse procedure. I like to start with the crankshaft first, or the crank pulley first. Go ahead and route it around there. Make sure the belt is in the grooves correctly. Then we're going to route it around the water pump. We're keeping a little bit of tension on this side of the belt while we're routing it to keep the belt in the grooves on the crankshaft and going around the water pump there. Run the belt around the power steering pulley. Get it in all the grooves. Correct your belt if you need to on the water pump there and also on the crankshaft. Go ahead and route the belt around the AC compressor. Route the belt around the tensioner. And then finally, you're going to end up with the belt in this position right here, and it's not going to be on the idler pulley until we remove the tension from the tensioner, and then we're going to route the belt on. So go ahead and put your 3/8 drive ratchet back into the tensioner. Rotate the tensioner counterclockwise again. And slide the belt into place. And that's pretty much it. Now at this point, guys, you want to ensure that the belt is routed correctly. You want to make sure that the belt is in all the grooves of all the pulleys correctly and not halfway hanging off the pulleys or anything. And especially down there on your crankshaft, make sure that it's in all the grooves and that you're good to go. Once you're done with that, guys, go ahead and crank it up, shut it back down, check your routing again, make sure it didn't slip off or bounce off or whatever, make sure it's still there. And that is pretty much it. Folks, I really appreciate you guys watching. As always with all my videos, please read the entire description down below this video before you apply any of this knowledge. There may be some things I need to clarify, and that's where I do that. Also, please read the disclaimer at the very end of it, and like and subscribe. Thank you guys. Have a good one.